How's it going, everybody? My name is Roman, and today I'm going to have you guys make fresh cannolis. These are chocolate chip cannolis. Everything you need is right here. One thing you will need though is a KitchenAid. I recommend. You don't really have to have it, but it's worth it. So all the ingredients are right here. The first ingredient is ricotta. This is good ricotta because it's very moist and it's not all dry and like some ricotta. This right here is Italian mascarpone. It's very good. It's like Italian cream cheese. Regular chocolate chips, maybe dark chocolate, and then sugar. And then for the toppings for the cannoli right here, we're gonna have cocoa powder, powdered sugar, the cannoli shells, and then some shaved chocolate if you want. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first step to doing this is first, you go right here, take the ricotta, and you're gonna put it inside this bowl. To the side like this. Okay, once you have the mascarpone inside the bowl, then you're gonna add the sugar as well. Once you have those two ingredients in, you're gonna take the paddle attachment and then you're gonna bring it over to the KitchenAid and put it on about medium speed. Just let it mix so it creams. Because since the mascarpone is a little bit harder than the ricotta, you wanna make sure the mascarpone is almost the same consistency so it mixes better when you add the ricotta. All right, so now that you got the mascarpone and sugar inside of here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to about medium speed. So like I said, once all the ingredients are combined, the sugar's dissolved, and the mascarpone is a little bit more airy and fluffy, then we're gonna add the ricotta. All right, so the mascarpone is to specific, it's nice and a little bit airy, and see, it's just creamier now. It's not a big, hard, buttery mass. One thing I forgot to mention though is you could add a little bit of vanilla. That would really make it good. I forgot my vanilla, but it's still gonna be great. You can still add other flavorings like a vanilla paste or, just a vanilla bean or vanilla extract, a little bit of cinnamon. You can do different things to it. That's what's cool about cannoli. You can really do anything. You can make pistachio cannoli, chocolate chip cannoli, orange chocolate cannoli. Another traditional one is to have like the dried fruit cannoli with a little bit of zest or something like that. That makes a really good cannoli. So right here I have the mascarpone. I just scraped it. And now I'm gonna take the ricotta and I'm gonna add it right into there. All right, once I got the ricotta in there, now I'm gonna add the paddle attachment back into it and just let those two things mix all the way together. Your cannoli mix is at a perfect consistency. If you look at that, it's nice and creamy. It's all mixed together just like that. Falls right off. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the chocolate chips. We're gonna add the chocolate chips, the cocoa powder. We're just gonna take our spatula and just mix it up because you don't wanna over mix it because the more you mix it, the more the fat will separate from the liquid and you don't know what will happen. So just avoid that. Don't mix it too much. Just get it right away and then stop. Make sure it's nice and creamy and then finish it off with a spatula. All right, so now we have the chocolate chips. We're gonna go ahead and dump them right in here, along with a small dash of my cocoa powder. That'll give it some nice color and a little bit deeper chocolate flavor. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna mix all this up, just like this, folding it in, making sure we scrape the sides, get all of it in there. Some people like their cannolis dry and, really sweet. I like mine to be just like this. It's nice, it's creamy, it's a little bit more wet than normal. But, if you find out other cannolis, they got the best cannolis in New York and old Italian, New York shops, and their cannolis are very wet. They're not dry. So I don't know where the idea where dry cannolis came from, but in my opinion, this is the best way to make cannolis. All right, so the next step in this process is to take a pastry bag, cut the tip off just a little bit, and then this is definitely the most efficient way to pipe a cannoli because any other way, if you were to take a spoon and scoop it in there, that would be messy. And this is definitely the most efficient, the best way. So get your pastry bag like this, over here, nice amount of the cream. we go. So now you have the pastry bag of cannoli cream. Very good looking. That's exactly how you want it to look. See, it's a little bit darker. It's not just white. You could do it without cocoa powder. It would make it white, but I like it. I like you to know that it's chocolate. You see the darkness, you see the chocolate chips, it makes it look really good. All right, so now you got your good cannoli shells. We don't make them here, but we will eventually. But these ones are very good. You can tell because they're nice and they smell like cinnamon. They're really good. When you make cannolis, the thing that makes them bubbly like that is the marsala or the liqueur that you put in. Because when you fry them in the oil, the liqueur makes it so it bubbles and it pops a little bit. So when you have your cannoli shell like this, you're gonna take your cannoli cream, you're gonna go right inside of it. You're gonna go ahead and start squeezing. Just like that. Same with the other side. Like that. So now, one thing you can do, my favorite thing to do if you have chocolate shavings, go ahead and dip it right in there. That right there is how you make a lovely cannoli. Look at that. That'll come out nicely. It's nice and creamy. It'll be good. It's not perfect sweetness, perfect for the shell because the shell isn't too sweet. It's nice and crunchy. So the texture of the cream will go perfectly with the shell, along with the chocolate shavings and all that. So I'm gonna dish this up and show you a good way to dish it up. All right, so now the way we're gonna dish this cannoli is like this. We're gonna take a dish, take a little bit of cannoli cream, put it right in the center. And the reason why we do this, it's very important, so that way when you put the cannoli onto the dish, it doesn't slide off. So now, here's the cannoli, nice like that, set it on top. And then you wanna decorate it with a little bit of powdered sugar, always is what I do. That's very traditional to have the powdered sugar look. Like this, just a nice streak. And then, because of the chocolate cannoli, it's gonna do a little bit of cocoa powder too, just to do the contrast, just like that.